No one ever wants to start a day working on something. Anyway, nobody really wants to work on things. We just want to get to work. Last night, started in a new field, and buzzer went off, lights kept coming on, so ran into some trouble. So we're here this morning early, trying to get it fixed. We'll see if we can get her taken care of, because otherwise we can't get things done. Daryl's on the phone, so I'm taking an opportunity here. We've tightened a chain on the other side.
Yes.
Thought maybe it might be a little loose. So now we're getting into the guts.
Okay.
So these there's augers here that bring grain and stuff back, and then it kind of sifts it through. You can see some parts back there where these augers right there move things back, and then it dumps it over those things keep moving like this to sift grain and trash. And so the concave is here, and it rubs beans and chaff and everything kind of drops down. So it's a process. But we think that there's something going on with those augers. They're not doing what they need to do. So we're tracking it down, and he's talking taxes with somebody about somebody else's property. Maybe we'll learn something after all today. So anyway, yeah, we're still working. So I think I found it. So last night when I was running this field, all of these lights up here, they'll light up in a specific order when you turn on the machine. But this one right here, it says auger conveyor. I'm not sure if this is going to be backwards for you, but it says auger conveyor. It was lighting up constantly. So in the machine behind me, down low, there's a shaft, and it's got a sensor on it, on the end of the shaft, and it drives a bunch of those augers that I was showing you. Well, there's a sensor, and on the end of the shaft, this thing spins to tell the sensor the RPM, and it was loose. So we're going to find out if that's what it is. So this should beep in just a second. Turn it on the separator. Now everything's going to beep and light up until I speed up the RPM. So everything's beeping. Speed up the RPM. Bingo. No lights. Success. I love it. Yes. Last night and this morning, I prayed that it would be something simple. And you know what it was? One screw came loose. The screw was even still in where it needed to be. It just needed to be tightened up. So when all else fails, when you can't figure it out, pray about it. Well, we got done with the field. Combine was running great today. Got everything together. Field went great. Field went perfect. But we're making some changes on what we call the sections or the knives of the sickle. The sickle goes in front of here, and I'll show you this in just a second, and then we'll walk over there and check out what's going on. So on the head, this is the grain table of the combine. These little sickles that you're going to see, they go inside of here. You can see these little slits, and the little triangular sickles sit inside of here, and it moves back and forth very, 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 very fast. Cuts the bean stalks off, and then the beans hit this and flop into the head and get sucked into the reel, which goes into the feeder house, which goes in the combine. So after the field that we just got out of, very, very, very rocky. And so when you have fields that are rocky, then you have this problem. So let's go over, check this out. So what we did is right here, what we took out connects right here and that sickle slides in there. So Vaden is over here, and we've taken this whole thing out. This is 30 feet long. And basically what happens when you get rocks inside, when you hit them, see these teeth are broken. They should look like this. So I went through and marked every one that's broken. And some are worse than others. Here's one that's got several different, it's hard to see with the shadow, but they've got several different sections that are broken there, and they just don't cut beans well. So we're going through before we go to a couple more fields. And this whole thing here, we just put this in last night. So we're going to go down through and put some new, they're down there. Vaden's taking them out. And then Vaden's taking them out and Daryl's putting them back in. But last night we just put this whole new sickle in, and over in the grain cart, or I'm sorry, the header cart, in that tube right there at the tip of my finger, there's a whole nother there's a whole nother one of these knives that's in that cart. So now this was brand new. There was no broken ones, no nothing last night. So we're gonna go through, replace these, and put them back in. And then we've got 3 more fields to do of beans, and then we're done with beans for 2020. So we're hoping to be able to get her done today. Well, we got it fixed. It took about an hour and a half to get the sickle and the knives back in. Man, aren't those trees pretty out there? It's pretty colored. That has nothing to do with this video. Anyway, got it all fixed. We're on the road now. It's 3:30, and that was shortly after lunch when we started working on that. So this may be an hour and a half to get that taken care of. So we'll be pulling up to the next farm, which was the farm that I planted last of beans. So that's the one that we're going to start harvesting next, and it's in 3 different sections, and it's sure to be interesting. So we're getting it done, making it happen. Hopefully we'll get her all finished up tonight.
Ultimate Tax Relief. We will fight to get you the best possible tax settlement. Call 800-960-1575. 800-960-1575.
Well, thank the Lord that the part that we needed was available today, and got everything back up and running this morning. Right now it is almost 3 o'clock, so I'm thankful that, like I said earlier, that John Deere had the part we needed. These beans are running really well. Daryl's doing a phenomenal job. Well, I'm finishing up my day planting wheat, winter wheat. I started my day this morning leaving the house 6:05. I drove a load of grain, a load of beans down to Cincinnati. So that was an hour, 20-minute drive one way. When I got back, we decided to get some things together so that we could get over here and harvest this field. So the field that I'm in right now was the very last field that we planted beans in of 2020. We harvested it today, and we're planting wheat in it today. Right now, it is almost 7 o'clock, I think that's right. It is almost 7 o'clock, and I'm planting some wheat. Sorry about that, I had to turn. So yeah, I'm planting wheat in this field. We should harvest this field, the wheat in this, in maybe July, late June, early July of 2021. So something you know about farming, but you don't think about it all the time. But farming is always, you're farming for the future. When it comes down to planting is a crop that you will harvest later, much later. And you do your best to plan ahead financially so that you can harvest right and sell it right. And so there's a lot that goes into planting and harvesting and thinking ahead, so much so that you have to think almost a year in advance. And so here we are today, planting a field that I planted earlier this year. And always got to think ahead, always got to plan for the future. It's exciting. We always got to keep going. Sorry, had to turn again. So here we are, we're planting, we're getting ready for the summer of 2021. And, I prayerfully look forward to harvesting this field next summer. And knowing that, what we do now, this is the preparation, but what we do now is wait. We gotta wait until next year. So it's a beautiful night. I actually dropped my son off to hunt in this farm, on the other side of this farm, basically. And I wish I was hunting with him, but gotta get things done. So we got impending rain. There's a hurricane coming from the south today. I can't remember that hurricane's name. Anyway, it's coming from the south. So we got to get this stuff in the ground before the rain hits us and puts us way behind. But for now, we plant wheat into the darkness.